Hosting Monday Night Real Flight. Host. Verifying connectivity. Wild Bill is the host of Monday Night Real Flight. We are early again. Good evening, guys. It's a great day to live in America. It's a great day to live anywhere. Living is important. If you're not alive, the alternative. We don't want that. We don't want that. Hi, Dawn. First one in the room. How are you tonight, sir? It's a great evening. It's so nice. I gotta open the window here just a little bit because even if it's cold where you are, it's still kind of warm here. Whew. So, Dawn, did you like the turn of events of the last week? Wasn't that a great sorry. JCB Jim, how are you, sir? Wasn't that an awesome election? Awesome night. Nobody else is going to fly because, well, some of you might fly, but I think I'm going to fly real quick. Get the show started. Alrighty. Well, yeah, I'm doing great. It's been a heck of a week and a busy weekend. I didn't get anything done that I wanted to, but I got a lot done. So that was good. That was very good. Woohoo! Look at all those birds up there. Alrighty. Little bouncy on that landing, but that's okay. I'll give it a 4. At least I'm on the runway. So, happy Veterans Day to you. Armistice Day. If you are a veteran, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. The end of World War I happened today. 11/11, the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. If you are a veteran, served in our military, thank you. Our country would not be here if it weren't for you, past and present. I get it. When I go to church, that's where I sit. I don't want anybody to recognize me, I can get out first. Well, one of my heroes, well, I won't call him a hero, but a person in history that my family said that I'm a lot like. Ned Kelly, outlaw and bushranger from Australia, was hung today. You know, the bucket wearing crazy dude that shot up everybody that tried to get him. Hi, Spencer. Hi, Paul McNeil. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I believe he was hung in Melbourne, Australia. Oh boy. Today's the day that they introduced the Jeep. 1940. And that concludes your history lesson for today. We'll go the other 2 hours without talking about any history at all. Unless you want to talk about it. Alrighty. Well, it looks like Flyboy entered. So I'll put down the sticks. Go to town. As soon as I get reorientated, put it on the ground. I don't want to just crash it, do I? Oh, yeah, I do. Chris is going to fly for us now. Seems like he got his problems fixed from last week. I'm so thankful. Hi, Lori. And hello, Chris. Glad you guys are here. That sounds awesome, Spencer. I saw your Facebook post about picking fresh mushrooms. That really looked good. Beautiful area. Oh my goodness. If you're gonna go get lost somewhere, that's gotta be it right there. Oh, nice one wheel landing there, Lori. So, do you call him Christopher when you get mad at him, or is it just Chris still? I know when I get in trouble, it's William. It's no longer Bill. It's William. And William, you better listen. You know. I can believe it, Spencer. Fresh right off the tree. You can't beat that. You know, we have a big orchard here, but it's like a few hours away called Apple Annie's. And you can go there in the fall and pick, you know, a bushel, a basket, a bucket, whatever you want. It's pretty reasonable price. Buy right from the grower. And it's usually they have a peach. They have a peach festival. Oh my goodness. It is so good. And now I'll be back. I'm going to go get some food. No, just kidding. Hey, that was a nice cartwheel there. We'll put the follow cam on Chris and watch him go round and round in a circle. He's like, I know how to make Bill dizzy. Oh man. I just won't watch. I won't focus on the plane now. I'll just watch the chat. Mountain RC, thank you for coming in. Hope you're doing well. Well, it looks like right before I came on, they were saying that Trump now has all three houses, all three factions of the government. So we'll see what they get done. You know, the Senate is still a toss-up. They have to elect a new leader. And I hope it's not a rhino. Because even a Republican can throw a wrench into what needs to be done. Oh, that sounds so good, Laurie. You know, I planted apple, plum, pear, lemon, grapefruit, two different grapefruits, a red and a white. And the only thing I have left is a lemon tree. And I just lost one of the grapefruit trees last year. And I'm losing all my pine trees. I lost one pine tree just a couple months ago. It just turned brown from the top down. I'm sure some of you know what a bark beetle is, but we even have them here in the dry Arizona desert. It affects the trees here pretty bad. They'll get about 20 feet tall, about 15, 20 years old. That's all you get out of them. That's nice. I'd like to try a fig tree. Figs are pretty good. Pomegranates are pretty good. I kind of doubt I'm going to have a good strawberry patch this year because I haven't went through and weeded them out yet. I need to do that. Oh, yeah, that is a 100-foot tree dead in a year. Wow. I mean, mine are pushing 25 feet or so, and that's a big tree for here. I mean, not the biggest in the neighborhood, but it's kind of neat when you're up on the overpass on the freeway, when you're looking down on the neighborhood. You can kind of see where my neighbor's trees are and my trees are. So, If I still have my 30-foot flagpole, you'd be able to see that, but unfortunately, that blew down. That's what I get for using threaded pipe. Yeah, that's always a great idea for a flagpole. Because, when they move and sway, that weak joint is those threads right at the coupler. Man, did you see those gas prices? It's not quite exactly accurate, but it's pretty close. $2.70 something. Oh, jeez. That's kind of a shame. That storm we had back in August just ruined a lot of trees. Almost every tree in the neighborhood was busted open at the top, branches missing. I had to cut down one, two, three. I think I cut down 4 trees in my yard that were just, once you trim them up, there's nothing left. You might as well start over. Just pounding out the one-wheel landings. Do you imagine how scary that would be to do a knife edge in a real Cessna 182? I don't think I would want to be in it. Oh no. Said $298 for premium. I think premium here is about $350. So I hope you all had a good week, good weekend. I didn't get to work on my truck. That's okay. I got more cleanup in the yard done. Important things. Some things take precedence. You have to get them done. I'm surprised Chris hasn't flown through any of the hangars yet. Randy B. RC entered. Let's switch to Randy B real quick. Said he was flying an E-Flight UMX something, but of course that's not what shows up here, right? Just the little blue plane. Thank you for stopping in and flying, Randy. No, I didn't even turn the show on my phone. I normally do that. Let's go like this and see if I can make it happen. There we go. Funny, you pick up your phone and then all of a sudden you get a message from your friend. Been having a discussion with my friend that he's been telling me for 2.5 months that he's growing autoflowers and they're gonna bud any week now, any minute. So he told me the strains. I looked him up. He's growing photoperids. But he's going to have some monster plants when they're done. Yeah, it's... I don't know why he got confused he was growing autoflowers. That's really unlike him. And you notice my light's off. The plants were in here and then they're gone. I took them back outside. You know, stress tests. Make sure that they're going to be able to survive whatever I throw at them. Nice hover work there, Randy. Woohoo! Right to the runway. Good deal. Ooh, a twin. I couldn't tell what that was, but it looks good. Oh, there's a billboard there. It's so hard to judge your depth on this game. You're trying to land on a roof or fly through one of those buildings. Not the easiest task. Whoa! Almost. So are you guys all ready for Christmas? Y'all done with your shopping? What did you get yourself?
You know, I have never flown a twin engine RC model. I can imagine it's a little bit different than single engine. Dave, it yourself. Hi, Dave. Hope you're doing well. Great show yesterday. Oh, that's good. Fly, don't fly. I'm okay with it. Nice. Randy, that was nice. Right down the runway. So I hope Mike Bird's doing okay. You know, I caught right at the end of Ryan's show last night that something about Sherman, and I didn't. I if I missed something in the chat, if something happened to his puppy, I'm not really sure. It was I couldn't respond. The show was already over, and so. And it was late. I didn't want to send him a message on Messenger. So I was hoping he would stop in so I could ask him. Randy's got the yak. The yakety yak. Don't talk back. Oh, that's a Sukhoi. Hi, Philip. How are you, sir? Worked late, eating dinner. Good deal. Knife edge. Whoa. Yep. It's usually how I land too. If you were not here at the beginning, happy Veterans Day. If you served in the armed services, I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Oh, okay. Is he really getting ready to come this way? Boy, that'd be nice. Maybe it's just a temporary um, somebody to watch him for a little bit. Oh, nice slow roll, Randy. It's one thing I struggle with is that nice, clean, straight roll right through the air. Oh, into a hover. Beautiful. Well, I couldn't imagine him coming here without him. Maybe Mike will stop in and give us an update. Well, let's let's watch Randy fly through the tunnel. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah, I started a little bit early. Plus, it's very, very early in the morning where he is. I think he said the show started at 2:30 a.m. Oh, that's maybe 3:30. And I don't think they do daylight savings over in the UK, huh? Is it just us? So, I'm not sure if any of you guys have watched any videos called the Y Files. Have any of you seen the Y Files and Hecklefish? Okay, my buddy called me today and he's like, hey, you got to watch this guy. I've been watching him for a few days, and he talks about a lot of UFO conspiracy. Is the moon hollow? Yada yada yada. You know, what does the government know that they're not telling us? I haven't filled my brain with that kind of stuff in quite a long time. And it was kind of weird. Some of the stuff I would go, oh my God, yeah, that is 100% possible or probable or could be. Now you look at it and go, really? Maybe? Yeah. Who knows? But I watched a few, 2-3 videos. I might watch a few more. I usually shy away from those channels that have, millions of subs and they just get on there and talk. The moon is made of cheese. I hope so. Although I'm not a fan of Swiss cheese. Randy, great job flying. We'll switch you back to Chris now. See what Chris is flying here, way off in the distance. Buzzing the buildings, flying through the windows. Woohoo! There you go. Ha ha. Well, I thank you guys for flying. Are you sure? Dave, are you sure? 100% sure? So, one of the videos I watched today is about the pyramid under Alaska. And, okay. I'm 61, almost 62 years old. I've never heard of a pyramid under Alaska. Ooh, nice touch and go in the alley there. Well, are we sure it came from the moon? I would hope. I would hope so. If they're going to say, hey, this came from the moon, I would hope that it came from the moon, and they're not just like filling us full of hot air. But you never know. You just never know. Well, you know what's funny, Dave, is Hecklefish, the little goldfish in the jar. He has a tinfoil hat on his goldfish bowl, and yeah, Hecklefish is funnier than the guy, you know, doing the show. I think his name is AJ. Woohoo! Wow. That was almost like the movie The Great Escape, where the guy jumps over the fence with the motorcycle. CVO, hi David. I hope you are doing well tonight. Thank you for stopping in. Hi Crystal, if you're standing right behind Dave. I bet Crystal's working though. So what's on the barbecue tonight, Paul? Yeah, you know, I can't imagine that Trump has some powers now. It, I can't imagine that they're going to let him just spill all the secrets. You know, that's just not going to happen. Somebody has to do it. That's right. Well, thank you for working, Crystal. Hopefully, you're not just wiping some snotty kid's runny nose. Have a real emergency, broken arms, something like that. Well, maybe not. I don't wish that on anybody. No, thank you. I would ask Chris if he would try that in a real plane. There we go. Great flying, guys. I gotta get a drink. CVO is flying. Before I go, let me click it to him, and we will watch him whoop this helicopter into shape. Thank you, thank you. Be right back. My new drink of choice. Not sponsored. Nothing. Just it beats drinking soda pop. 0 calories. I did see that, Dave. It is amazing how much influence that man has. Oh no, rain and 40 degrees. That doesn't sound like it's warm and inviting. Woohoo! Don't shoot. Don't shoot, Dave. Ooh, that sounds good. So we don't even want to talk about the election in Arizona and how after a week they're still freaking counting, and somehow Carrie Lake lost. If there's any place in the country where voters are being disenfranchised, it's right here where I live. There is no possible way Carrie Lake lost when Trump carried this county by 54%. It doesn't make sense. Really, Philip, really. I just do not get it. Yuma County, just that way from me, right? They added another 28,000 votes between Thursday and Friday of last week. Where did they come? Where did they come from? Pima County right here still has 70 some thousand votes to count. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't that be the ticket? I think you're onto something there, Dave. And since we're talking about J.D. Vance, yesterday was the Marine Corps birthday. Happy birthday to the United States Marine Corps. Hoorah! You know, they're I think they said they have 270,000 votes left to count in Maricopa County. I do not understand how they can call the election without having all the votes counted. Just does not make sense at all. I don't know. I don't have a clue. We all did our part. We got Trump over the finish line, and that's really all that matters. Gave him the Senate, 53. And I'm sure that the Democrats are certainly glad that reconciliation is probably not on the table. You know, simple majority, pass stuff, get it done. Oh wait, isn't that how the Democrats got all that stuff done? Huh. CVO, David. That's some awesome helicopter flying there. Philip, geez, did you see the guy that played Chotzi? Hi, Michael Bear. On God, I can't think of his name now. He called out all of the all of the Hollywood elites. He just named them all, and at the end of it, he just stuck out his tongue and went. It was just great. Scott Baio, there you go. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. That names just go. You know, if it wasn't written down here, I wouldn't know what to call any of you. Yes, sir, Michael Bear. I believe he is going to get a lot of things done. So if you could pick the one thing he does first, what are you going to ask him to do? Close the border finally? Get the fence up? That's going to happen. Make the process to get in here easier and quicker for people that we want to come into the U.S. There is no reason we can't be picky about it. I could never forget your name, Dave. No, he certainly doesn't. Drill, baby, drill. God, I haven't heard that in a while. Not in a long while. We'll switch it up again. Well, y'all, you heard that Oprah Winfrey got paid $1.5 million to throw her support behind Kamala Harris there on election eve night, right? That cost them $1.5 million. Cardi B, all those people, they got paid. They got paid. It really is just like a wealth redistribution thing, right? You know what? At $4 a dozen, yeah, I agree with you, Dave. Lady Gaga got 10 million. Now that I did not know. Well, I hope he puts it to good use. Dave, that Michael Bear, you had eye surgery. I hope that's not going to affect your ability to get back in the air, because that would be awful. I'm sure Taylor Swift got some money too, right? Well, that's an odd looking aircraft there, Randy. A tri engine. Pretty cool looking. That's great. Yeah, you know, I was so worried when I had cataract surgery on my right eye, and I do have a very small cataract in this eye, but it is nothing I have to worry about yet. He said if it starts to get worse, then they'll do something about it. Oh no! Are you going to report that to the FAA there, Chris? I saw the photograph of it. That is great. That is great, Michael. 2 weeks and you're back in the air. That's awesome. Well, we all knew that. We all knew that was coming. We'll do the chase cam for Chris. You know, what's a shame is, you know, $1.2 billion spent trying to get that woman elected. Just imagine what that money could do for people like homeless veterans. Um, you know, I can imagine there's a lot of homeless veterans that are homeless just because of the way COVID happened. You know, maybe they didn't want to get the jab. Maybe, you know, maybe they were relieved of their duties because of it. Maybe that's where their hardship came from. Maybe, you know, I know a lot of people have drug problems, right? Drugs are no joke. Prescription drugs, you know, illegal drugs. I would think that affects far less people than just regular life problems. David, I can only see the left going further to the left. That's the direction they've been going my whole life. You know, I can remember my dad and my grandfather. The Democrats are for the working man. They care about the working man. They care about the unions. You know? I don't see that today. They have lost their base. I hope they go so far to the left that they never get elected again. That is great news, Michael Bear. Everybody's even myself. I'm busier. You know, I don't advertise for work. You know, work comes in when I need it. when I am provided with it, I do it. And right now the phone's ringing. Have work in a few days. So all is good, right? Oh my goodness. I didn't know that. I did not know that. JD Vance has got one cool grandma. Okay. We'll watch Randy B real quick. Ooh-wee. You're too busy for a job. Well, that's a good thing, Paul. As long as you stay busy in life, you'll never get tired. You'll never, drag yourself down. Well, look what the cat dragged in. It's Kenny, Hangar 51. Hi, Kenny. Hope you're well. We were on early. We were on early at 6:20. So we've been on almost an hour. Tom Holt, yeah, the borders are. JCB, I love that comment. Although I heard that, they're going to go after the criminals. The really bad people first. Then they're going to go after the less violent people. And, the family type units are going to be last. At least that's, what I've heard. And I think that's the best way to deal with it. He's been there, he's done it. I just really hope that the Senate doesn't screw him up. If someone like John Cornyn gets in, he'll just throw a wrench into everything. There are rhinos still left. They need to be ousted. In the next 4 years, we're going to have Nancy Pelosi retire, Chuck Schumer, who Mitch McConnell's already on the way out, right? A lot of those people are going to be gone. And we need to put smart new people in there that have common sense. So I was tasked with a chore this weekend, and that was to take all my little airplanes down and clean them all. And I really feel bad for you guys that have like more than 20 airplanes, because just these 8 or 9 took a while. Some of them were really dusty. Bingo! Bingo! Dave, that is exactly right. Term limits. You got it. I know that's what we got to do. Sorry, Dave. You were gone the last time I did that. Oh, I freaked my cat out. More stuff is more to clean. That is for sure. So, Dave, yourself, how does your little orange kitty cat like the harmonica? Right? Because my cat wants to go hide when I do that. It does not like it. And my dogs look at me cross-eyed too. Awesome. CVO, you are going to love the way it flies. It's just going to lift off the ground at a slow speed and be just so smooth. I know you're going to love it. I have yet to fly my RV8 in the sporty or with all the throws. I haven't done that yet. Nice choice there, T28, Randy B. A cat translate. You're gonna have to send me a link for that, because I could use, some information on what my cat's saying. Cat Translations 101. Yeah, you guys are going to love the RV8. Got to get out and fly it, Paul. It's nothing like a big old helicopter. Yeah, my cat was searching for under the covers and the earplugs. I believe it, Kenny. It flies so well the way. Dave, I would love to know how you keep dust off your planes. Do you keep them covered? Speaking of Dave Marshall, I wish him well. Hope he's doing okay. Hope he's staying busy. That's true. And some short days you might not get to fly anything. Okay. Somebody else jumped in the room. This XXL vet guy. I think we all know who that is. He likes big planes and he cannot lie. The ones other brothers cannot fly. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Well, I don't want to do that. You have a gravel road that you fly off of. You know, I have to say it looked nice enough to where it didn't look like it was gravel. Yep, I would like for Kenny to come back and do some lives too. But if he doesn't have time and he's busy with other things, I completely understand. Because I've been busy with other things too. I can't even get an hour to work on my truck. But that's okay. It'll happen. You know, you cannot rush greatness, right? Can watch Kenny buy all the deals. Pig butts, huh? Like pork butt? A big old pork butt on the barbecue, on the smoker. So would you cook a pork shoulder the same way, Paul? Oh, very nice, Michael Bear. Are you going to attempt to change it on your own? I think it's only about 11 bolts. Little bit of PB blaster and some heat from a propane torch. Bolt should come right off. Maybe not. If it's rusty, all bets are off. Looks like you guys are having fun. Flying. I'll put the chase view on Kenny. Oh, that's very nice. You replaced both of them? Glad you didn't get headers. Because I can tell you that headers, probably one of the worst decisions you can make on an old Ford truck, at least mine, right? For me to put headers on the old 66 Ford with a V8 352, you have to unbolt the motor, jack it up, and install the header, and then bolt it all back together. And if you have to change the starter, you have to do the whole header thing again. You have to take it off, loosen it, get the starter in there and out. Mike Bird, How you doing, my friend? Hi, Mike. Hope you're doing well. Happy Veterans Day to you, sir. Happy Armistice Day. The 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. World War I was ended. That day became Veterans Day. I'm not sure when they switched it from Armistice Day to Veterans Day, but that is really awesome. You know, you get one of those AMP mechanics, they're going to make sure it's done right. And if you only broke off one stud, that's pretty good. Hi, Victor. Hope you're doing well. Oh, Mike Bird, I went to bed thinking about Sherman and your comment that you found somebody to take care of Sherman. And the show was over. I couldn't respond and ask you what that was about. So somebody said that was just temporary. I think it was Phil. You're still moving, Victor? Must have had a lot of stuff to move. Woohoo! Okay, Kenny. Let's watch Victor for a few minutes. That's good. That's good. So if you don't have to relinquish the one apartment right away, hopefully you're not paying for both the same month. Whew, that would be expensive. You know, if they overlapped a little bit. Oh, that's good. That's very good, Victor. Maybe I should ask Michael Bear if he's ever watched any of the episodes of the Y Files with Hecklefish. Maybe he's seen some of the UFOs above Mount Shasta. Nice flying, Victor. Well, my buddy turned me on to a channel. It's a huge channel, but the guy talks about a lot of UFO, Bigfoot, you know, government conspiracy kind of stuff. And I haven't watched anything like that in a long time. Mike Bird, is this just temporary, or I'm kind of confused. You know, I can't imagine if you're moving over here that you would not bring him with you. Maybe I don't know. I think if I had the choice and they would say, well, if I can't go with my dog, I'm not going. And maybe it's other circumstances. So, no need to speculate. Yeah, our old dog Sadie, she's 14, chocolate lab, right? She's she's been going downhill here lately. I go out and she can barely hear anymore. I can walk right up to her and touch her, and she kind of it'll startle her, you know. That sounds like a great. That sounds like a great place for him to be, Mike. That's great, Michael Bear. I go to the PACC tomorrow and pick up some kitty traps. And you know what's kind of funny? More than half of the cats all disappeared when it got cold. There's only 3 little stragglers out here that come around in the afternoon for a bite to eat. So woohoo, Victor. Boy, oh boy. Putting it through its paces, my friend. Mike Bird, what does the future hold? Are you gonna try and come stateside? I know you were talking about that. I hope that that can become a reality for you. Be a neighbor to Kenny. Woohoo! Victor, Victor. I'm gonna go right back up here. We'll go. Randy's got the blimp out, floating around. That is great, Mike Bird. All right. Randy, we'll go to CVO. He's got the A10 out. Boom. Yes. 200. I mean, if we could get rid of 100 of them, that'd really clean house. I bet my buddy Randy Ross would pick up some work in Hollywood if that was the case. I can imagine. That's a hard choice. But life is full of hard choices. The hard choice that Paul McNeil has to make is if he's going to go to the Beeham Jam in April. You going to go, Paul? And that's a smaller kind of deal compared to Bigfoot, right? Woohoo! Oh, that dang post. I'll see your 1,000 and bet 2,000. On track. Boom. Oh boy. I had a taco for dinner and it's starting to come back up. It's probably just the hot sauce. That is hard to do, Michael Bear. I can imagine just in those few short months that you get kind of attached to those animals. You want what's best for them. And I think what you're doing, sir, is very great. Noble cause. A worthy one. and I don't think everybody has the ability to do that. There you go, David. Almost. There's been a squirrel in my backyard. Got a little pile of pots, empty black pots and whatnot. Some wood pallets and whatnot that I put plants on and garden with, all kind of gardening stuff, right? There's been a squirrel that got in there. Been teasing my dogs to death. So finally I put out a live trap. I caught that sucker and took him down the street about 6 blocks and let him go. And I haven't seen him yet. I figured he might be back by now. It's been a few weeks. No sign of Mr. Squirrel. That's great. That's great. You know, sometimes animals can be really good companions. You know, they're not going to backtalk you. They only want love, attention. Third time's a charm, Michael Bear, or Mike Bird. Third time is a charm. I'm sure Michael Bear has worked with dogs that just... Didn't you have a dog that took like 6 months to get adopted? You had one at the shelter for a long time. Oh, that's awesome. One animal in there almost a year. Well, I'm glad somebody stepped up to adopt it. Hopefully it's not still there. Okay. So Randy flying the big yak again. Oh my. The fart machine's working, David, yourself. uh, Did limit your driving for a day or two, Michael Bear, with the cataract surgery? I can't remember. I know I had to wear a patch for a few days. I don't think I worked for a few days or a week or whatever. I was so nervous. I was so nervous when I had it done. Now, if they said you got to have one in this eye, I'd be like, let's go. No big deal. I do not care. It was like 10 minutes and they were done. Well, hopefully when you're driving again, your truck is nice and quiet. No exhaust leaks. You can hear the radio or the little tick, 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 tick from the rock in the tire. That's the one thing that drives me crazy on my van. I live on a dirt road, so the rocks, the gravel that gets in the tire tread, and when you're going down the freeway, you can hear them things come out. I'm always looking behind me going, yeah, I hope I didn't just take somebody's windshield out. That's great. Oh, we'll go back up here to the top and watch Chris again. Randy B, thank you, sir. Happy Veterans Day. You have a great night. Thank you for flying. And we'll see you next time. Oh no, he went through the building. We missed it. There you go, Chris. David, thank you for flying tonight. Tell Crystal said hello. You guys have an awesome week ahead of you. Hopefully we'll see you in the Zoom. Yeah, no, see, saying hit the sack and now all of a sudden I'm yawning. I should have had a coffee instead of this. It's probably the problem. Hi, Chris. Big Chris. Hope you're doing well, sir. I haven't seen Haywood in here yet tonight, but if you're watching Haywood, hello to you. Good flying. Right through the window into another dimension. Just like the Twilight Zone. Do 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 do. I used to love to watch that one. Every month. The Zooms are on Tuesdays and Fridays. I don't believe there was one this This Saturday. I don't think there was one a couple days ago. Spencer was on his way to Washington. He's up there in Mount Rainier. Oh, Mike Bird, the Bill Ward channel. Yep. He did a little short with his new bucket grow there with the hydroponics. Oh boy. So big white roots in the bottom of that. Well, Fred has your number. I'll ask Fred to send it to you, Michael Bear, or Spencer will send it to you. Wasn't that root system awesome? I need to pay more attention. You know, I took both of my plants outside, mainly because I just watered them yesterday, and then today they're just stinking. The smells. It's too much for the house, to be honest. Really, you know, just sitting here that far away from it. It was almost making me nauseous. I had to take it outside. Yeah, I'm sure Spencer will send you another link if you need it. So tomorrow night we usually Zoom, and I'm not sure if that's going to happen because Spencer's in Washington. I'm sure he'll turn it on. I thought I saw Colin in here, and Chris is in here now. We'll watch Colin first. Then we'll switch it to Chris. Thank you guys for coming in and flying. Mike Bird, I'm not sure if you checked out any of the older videos, but Bill grows in one of those kiddie pools on a turntable, on a like a little turntable. You can just turn the whole thing around. The root systems are not very deep, you know, 10, 12 inches. And he can grow like 10 or 12 plants in that little kiddie pool. It was incredible. Stella Artois. It's been a while since I've had any alcohol. It's been a few hours since I had anything to smoke, too. That's all right. No Molson's Golden. No, Canadian beer is pretty good. Except for that Heineken one. Oh, George jumped the jungle. Watch out for that tree. Oh, I'm sure you took a few swigs off that tequila bottle today, Paul. You know, kind of warm yourself up in the morning with it. I understand Lori likes rum and coke. Rum and Diet Coke or just rum and regular Coke? And what kind of rum? Do you like the clear rum or the golden rum? And does it have to be Captain Morgan? Or can it be another brand? Oh my goodness. You would think he would be happy about people feeling more secure about a good leader of the country. Oh no. Well, Philip, from what I remember, the beer and wine stores in Canada are kind of regulated by the government, correct? Because I worked for a guy that owned a whole chain of liquor stores in Canada. I can't remember what they were called, but like 10 or 20 stores. Flaps down. Tail up. There are a lot of people selling vehicles. But, you know, there's probably only one Ferrari dealership. Mm. If I was a betting man, I would think you knocked that landing gear off on purpose there, Colin. So which Cessna, I believe it's a Cessna, has retractable landing gear? Is it the Skylane? Well, I can't imagine that the guy that owned those wine and beer stores was very happy about that. He probably opened up a lot of competition. Yeah. Brian Chambers. Brian Chambers is in the room. We will be right on Brian here. Ooh, I'm not sure what he's flying, but it's tiny. Thank you for stopping in, Brian. Whoa, that was nice. Those are two words that just should not go together. Government regulation. Government regulated. No. We don't want that. Woohoo! Nice flying, Brian. Woohoo! There we go. Well, I didn't see Jeff in Lower Alabama in here. Maybe he fell asleep before the show, but I wanted to thank him for his service to our country and tell him a happy Veterans Day. And another guy, John Noons. Thank you, John Noons. A lot of wonderful people care about this country and will put their life and their blood and their sweat and their tears beside. They'll put them away and just do what they have to do for the U.S. Holy cow, Philip. It's like a pharmacy. They do that at the pharmacy here. Jeff in Lower Alabama. Happy Veterans Day to you, sir. Thank you for your service. Funny, I mentioned Jeff's name and then boom, he popped in the room. Thank you, sir. Philip, that had brought the biggest smile to my face. That comment right there. Yeah. When you live in a small town and you go searching for that product, really the only place to get it is at like a Circle K. Everybody knows your business. Everybody. All right, Brian. Brian is cutting a rug up. Do you think his mom likes him? That has to be the true test. You know, if your mom likes you, you're probably okay. That was weird. Usually the truck blows up when you fly through it. Cypress Hill. Well, maybe by next Monday, Arizona will be done counting the votes, and we'll know more. You know, of what's going on. I know it was like breaking news. Republicans took the House when I started the show. They've been messing with those numbers for the last week. They've been going up and down, up and down, up and down. You don't know what to trust. It's kind of a joke. Let's go back up the list here. We'll watch Kenny. Woohoo! Kenny's got the Goodyear blimp out. Just gonna black up the whole screen. They knew. They did know. I knew. I knew Trump was gonna win. So I didn't believe the hype that, everyone's trying to throw, oh, it's so close. It's so close. Some of those strategists, they were calling the race, oh, it's so close. 2-3 weeks before, oh, Kamala's ahead by 1 point, by 2 points, by 10 points. Just BS. Complete BS. It's kind of like follow the leader, Philip. People are going to do, people are going to do what the good guys are doing. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. No. Could have done a lot for this country. That much money. Just pick a cause. Hunger. I like Victor's pink plane. You can kind of see it on the screen there, you know, right up there. Right up there. Right up there. I don't know what I did to turn that box on, but I'm not going to touch nothing until the show's over. Woohoo. So what's going to happen to the J6 people? The J6 protesters? They're going to let them out? They're going to pardon them all? You know what I'm really looking forward to? I'm looking forward to Trump doing nothing about the corruption the Bidens have gone through. I hope he stays out of it. If the House and the Senate want to investigate the Bidens after all of this, let them. But I don't think Trump should get involved. There should be no political persecution like what happened to Donald John Trump. It's not good for the country. They went full bore after this man, and they couldn't get it done. Almost, Victor. Almost got him. Kenny has the indestructible blimp today. Exactly right, Mike Bird. You know, I saw a clip where they played Kamala Harris saying fight, 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 fight. You know, every time she said it in the speech. That's not good. Not good at all. Ooh. T-28. Mm-mm. The more I see that, the more I want a China Lake version. T-28. They should just do a color change for the E-Flight one. Philip, boy, the man's smile when he came out and congratulated Trump, that was epic. It was so epic. Because he's going to be able to go, I'm the only one to ever beat Trump. Whether he did it legally or not. We haven't even discussed the 13 to 14 to 15 million extra votes last time. Where did they go? Where did those voters go? Does anybody want to look into that? I have questions, right? A NASA Carbon ZT-28. I don't think I've seen a NASA version. But I've seen a NASA version of the F-16. Wow. They have a few of them and they're really cool. Oh no. It is. Flying dirty with the gear down, Kenny. So I fly mine. I leave the gear down. I do understand that it does fly better with the gear up, but if you put the gear up and then they don't come back down, that's not good. You got a belly land. That looks so nice, Kenny. Was Ryan trying to start a Rumble stream? I wasn't aware of that. What's Rumble? Is that like another platform? Like YouTube? Walmart has NASA stickers. Well, you could talk to Scott. I bet his dad could get you some NASA stickers. Woo! Oh my goodness. Getting close. Rumble is like YouTube, yes, but no. Or less censorship. You know, I know when I first got on here, YouTube was very hard censoring a lot of the, cannabis channels. And a lot of them just got shut down and then had to start again. A lot of them just went away completely, right? Crazy Quad Brothers. How are you, sir? Thank you for stopping in. Oh, maybe he didn't get it activated. I'm not on that platform. I'm not even on X. And I don't want to be on Facebook, but I am. Fred Barron in the house. Hopefully you're doing well, Fred. Hopefully your mom's doing well. Maybe she had a day off today. Veterans Day. So I am not sure if today was the day that they drove the Jeep up the steps of the Capitol, right? But today was the day that Willys unveiled the general purpose vehicle known as the Jeep in 1940. And I didn't read if it was today that they drove it up the steps, but that's an awesome video. Oh my goodness. It's catching up with me. Sounds like the house got all quiet all of a sudden. So Fred, did your sister go back, or maybe your brother went back to help out with your mom? Such an awesome vehicle. So simple. I like simple vehicles like that. Okay. Let's see here. Go up and watch Victor fly for a few minutes. And I'll be right back because I gotta go. Okay. That sounds very interesting, Mike Bird. And that makes a lot of sense. That kind of reminds me of the beginning of MASH. You know, where they got the Jeeps and the helicopters, and they're transporting the injured on a gurney on the back of the Jeep, you know, or on the hood. Oh, that's great, Fred. She's doing really well then if she's going to be able to drive her own self there. That's really good recovery. I'm very happy. Oh no. I was going to say that looks like Tyler Perry's flying in here, but that's Victor. Yep. That would have been, see, my grandmother went from Australia to England, right, during the war. My grandfather came from Australia, flew in the RAAF in a Lancaster, and he was at Waddington, I believe. Oh, we can't see you, Victor. Oh, there you are. Woohoo! Yep. Yesterday was the Marine Corps birthday. Actually, that would be the McLeods. Or McLeod. McLeod. And it was McLeod. But I'm not sure when they went to Australia, for some reason they dropped the A. Or my grandfather's father somehow dropped the A. I'm not sure why. I can remember my grandmother telling me that her father left home with $20 in his pocket. And that was it. Imagine all the people that came here with nothing. Nothing. Hope they all made it. Yep, I'm getting out of here, Lori. It's already 8:40 almost. I thank you all for stopping in, and I certainly appreciate y'all. And hope you all have a great tomorrow. And remember that I love you guys. You guys take care, okay? Have a great night. Thank you all for flying. Thank you for flying, guys. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you next time.